Well, it's Friday as ever. What are we going to do? We're going to discuss what's happening in the world of social media. Where am I today? I'm in the fancy training studio for socialmedia.ie. If you've never been here, you should come down to Temple Bar and check it out. This is where I do a lot of my training. What are we going to talk about in the social media world this week? Well, on today's show, God, I sound so fancy, don't I? Power Editor and Ads Manager merge. There's a couple of really interesting ad formats that Facebook are testing that may be of interest to us. Facebook snooze button. How we can ban people from our Facebook newsfeed for 24 hours, 7 days, or even longer. We'll discuss that. We're looking at emojis, or not emojis, Bitmojis on Snapchat and how they continue to evolve in the AR space. We have an easy way coming to advertise our Snapchats or our Instagram stories on Instagram. So how to promote our Instagram stories through ads. And that about it? That's about it. But we will also have our app of the week, which is a very, very cool one. So let's get into the show. Boom! Starting with Power Editor. So does anyone use Power Editor on Facebook to create their ads? Has anyone used it before, but it's been too goddamn scary, quite frankly, to use before? Well, finally, and this has been coming a long time, Ads Manager and Power Editor are merging, becoming the same beast. And that's freaking a lot of people out. The people that love Power Editor are saying, hold on, this is not good. I like Power Editor the way it is. And the people that use Ads Manager are freaking out that Ad Manager is getting too technical and too difficult to run ads with. The reality is, it seems like a bit of a storm in a teacup, this one. It should make both of our lives easier. So if I use Ads Manager, it should give me a few cool features that I have in Power Editor that I can now use in Ads Manager, so we should be able to create better ads. If we've always used Power Editor, apparently every feature that we've used and loved over the last number of years are going to be accessible from Ad Manager anyway. So do not despair, but Ads Manager and Power Editor are merging. Now, a couple of features that I really like. I don't know whether you guys have ever tried this, but cool features. There's a create a rule feature on Power Editor, which presumably we can do on Ads Manager now in the near future as well, where I can create a rule. So if my ad has been served up to people more than 3 times, stop running the ad. If my ad goes beyond a certain cost per click, stop running the ad. So really, really cool rules that can automate the ad feature, so we can stop ads that don't perform. So that's a nice feature there. Other features are going to include saving drafts. So for half creating something, we can save drafts and create quick creation option. So there's an option in Power Editor where we can create an ad campaign quickly. The quick creation option is going to be available on Ads Manager. So this merger is probably a good thing. Okay, so that's a big news today. I'll drop a link on this a little bit later. Talking of ads and Facebook ads, a couple of interesting ad formats one's noticed this week being touted around. One is kind of a new catalog style ad. I think they've referred to it as lifestyle templates, and essentially these are ads that you can serve up. You can create some beautiful visuals that people can literally look at and click in various different products in the image and purchase the product. So essentially it's like an interactive catalog. So I could have a picture of a living room or even the background here, and we could click on a variety of different items in the background here on our ad and purchase them. So heck, I like those. I like the lights. I could click on the lights in this picture and buy the lights. I like the fairly kind of randomly closet down the end there. I like it. I could click on it and buy it through a visual ad on Facebook. So apparently, what's this called? This is lifestyle templates. So we click on parts of a picture to look at the prices and the product, and can purchase it from the ad itself. So interesting format. It's coming. Lifestyle templates. There's also predictive targeting that people in the US have been seeing a lot in their Facebook newsfeed recently, and that's when we're walking down the road and suddenly Facebook tells me that there are 3 highly recommended restaurants in the local area. So it's using my location to serve me up recommendations on the move. And depending, presumably, if you're spending money, you can literally press on those recommendations, be taken straight to a Facebook page where you could order a table. So what they call predictive targeting. So targeting people in the micro moment is something that Facebook look to be evolving with, and expect more of that in the coming months. What else? You ever get sick of someone on Facebook, a page? This week there was the launch of the Apple 8 and the Apple X, and my Facebook feed was flooded with updates. It was driving me nuts. And God, I wish there was a snooze button to stop all that noise about that phone. The reality is, testing in the US, it's been spotted on desktop, is the ability to snooze a business page, a group, or even an individual, so you don't see any of their updates in your Facebook newsfeed for a 24-hour period, a 7-day period, or a 30-day period, depending how long you want to snooze them from. So we can banish people to the sidelines that annoy us on Facebook by clicking the snooze button. So the Facebook snooze button, is it coming to us soon? Well, they're certainly testing it apparently in the US. So look out for the Facebook snooze button. What else do I have? Notes. I did have notes. Got rid of my notes. Have you ever used Snapchat? And one of the best features on Snapchat in recent months was the dancing hot dog. Sure, we remember the dancing hot dog? We probably still use the dancing hot dog. Well, this week, Snapchat have made another step forward. If you love your Bitmoji, who doesn't love a good Bitmoji? If you have a good Bitmoji for you that you use on Snapchat as your avatar and in a bunch of your updates, they have created 3D augmented reality lenses for your Bitmoji. So you can literally have the cartoon you starring and doing stuff in the real world. So to hell with your dancing hot dog. We can be dancing around, playing guitar, drinking coffee as a cartoon character, similar type cartoon Bitmoji character in the real world, using our Bitmoji and Snapchat's augmented reality lens. Cool. So if you haven't updated Snapchat or haven't even been on it recently, that may be something to do over the weekend. So check it out. Bitmojis are cool, and you can hang out in the real world with your Bitmoji now. So there you go. Interesting development, and I love the fact that Snapchat keep innovating. Instagram story ads. Talking of a company, Facebook, that's clearly ripping off everything that Snapchat have ever done. Story ads have become very, very popular and a great way to generate, I suppose, real relationships with a target audience. One of the problems with them is very, very difficult to place Instagram ads online. They've announced, and I read this in the Business Insider, they've announced that they're going to allow you to turn your existing Instagram stories into Instagram story ads directly from Ads Manager. So you'll be able to use Facebook's Ads Manager to create and to publish Instagram story ads. That should make life a lot easier for us. And obviously when it comes to the whole storytelling piece, every platform is pushing it. So we need to start to figure out ways of telling stories and being a little bit more authentic and real with our marketing. So Instagram stories are a must, but to be able to amplify our story through ads is also going to be an important thing to do, and it's going to be easier than ever before to do. Another thing on that point, apparently when you're putting your ad out on Ads Manager and amplifying your story, you can actually amplify it on Facebook as well as Facebook's audience network, as well as just on Instagram, should you wish to do so. So that is Instagram story ads are going to become easier to execute. And that's it. So this week we talked Power Editor, Ads Manager. They're the same thing, or will be soon. Interesting new ad formats from Facebook. The snooze button, how to turn someone's voice off from your news feed on Facebook. The dancing hot dog has become the dancing Bitmoji on Snapchat. And Instagram story ads have become easier to execute, or will be soon. But the last thing that I want to do before I say goodbye and have a fantastic weekend is, what's the tool or app of the week, Greg? What do you have for us this week that may be interesting? Well, this week come across a very, very cool free open source application. You have to download it to your desktop. But essentially what it does is it turns your video content into podcasts, so into pieces of audio. So it makes sense, even if you do a show like this one, and it's a lot of talking, that you have a podcast version of your video too. So what is this tool? What is the name of it? Why haven't you given me the name, Greg? You may ask. The tool is called Audacity. So Audacity, Audacity, and their website is www.audacityteam.org. So www.audacity.org. O-R-G. Check it out. Very cool tool to repurpose your videos into pieces of audio that you can showcase and market as podcasts. So check it out. That is this week's tool. So that's it from the Connector socialmedia.ie training room. It's very old and fancy, but we have good Wi-Fi. Me, Greg Fry, it's goodbye. Have a fantastic weekend. If I've missed anything in the social media world, don't hesitate to drop us a comment, and I will see you next week. Take care.